The convergence of fast food and video games is an unexpected but intriguing phenomenon that has existed for decades now. Games like McDonald's Treasure Land on the Genesis or Pepsi Man on the PS1 aim to further infiltrate the homes and minds of children everywhere. On paper, it makes a ton of sense. Rather than just running a commercial on TV for 30 seconds, have the consumer purchase a playable advertisement that will burn your branding into their eyes for several hours. One of the most memorable instances of this unusual fusion was the release of 3 Burger King themed video games for the Xbox 360 in the mid-2000s. Developed by Blitz Games and released in 2006 for purchase in Burger King restaurants across the United States, these games sought to capitalize on the growing popularity of casual gaming and the widespread appeal of the Burger King brand. They went the extra mile too, not just releasing 1 game but 3. Each sold separately with their own box rather than going for a single disc with 3 games on it. Originally intended to be made available as digital titles on the Xbox Live Arcade storefront, they ultimately went for a full-fledged physical release for each game, selling them for an impressively low price of $4 each. Can you imagine any new physical media selling for $4 today? It blows my mind how confident they were to do a triple physical release too. Another interesting tidbit is these discs were not just playable on the then new Xbox 360 console, but you could also run them on your original Xbox as well. While not super common, this isn't a feature exclusive to the Burger King games. A handful of titles from this era were essentially original Xbox games that came in a 360 case. I didn't hear about this promotion until several years later, at which point I was so intrigued I picked up all 3 on eBay for my collection. First up is Big Bumpin. This game features a selection of wacky bumper car arenas, each with its own unique challenges and obstacles. Players can choose from a roster of Burger King themed characters, each with their own set of attributes affecting gameplay. The objective is simple: bump opponents off the edge of the arena while avoiding hazards to emerge victorious. Big Bumpin was designed with multiplayer in mind, supporting both local and online play over Xbox Live. The multiplayer aspect added a social dimension to the Burger King gaming experience, allowing friends to engage in lighthearted competition within the fast food-inspired virtual world. Despite its straightforward premise, the game received mixed reviews, with some appreciating its accessibility and multiplayer functions, while others criticized its lack of depth and limited appeal. That being said, I'd like to remind you this is a physical game that was sold for $4, so maybe cut it some slack here. Next up is Pocket Bike Racer, a kart racing game that adds a dose of adrenaline to the fast food themed gaming experience. Pocket Bike Racer allowed players to hop onto miniaturized motorbikes and engage in races through whimsically designed tracks, obviously heavily inspired by the Mario Kart series. The game features a variety of modes, including traditional races, time trials, and battle modes. Players can choose from a cast of characters that includes the Burger King mascot and other Burger King themed personalities. Each character possesses unique attributes that influence their performance on the tracks. Similar to Big Bumpin', Pocket Bike Racer embraced online multiplayer and supported local and online modes. The inclusion of power-ups and shortcut areas added a layer of strategy to the races, enhancing the experience. Critics noted the game's simple yet relatively enjoyable mechanics, making it a suitable option for casual gamers seeking fast-paced fun for a little while. Mario Kart is still obviously the king of kart racers, and this was never going to be a replacement for it. On to my favorite of the 3 by far, and what I think is easily the most notable here, and pretty much the reason why I'm making this video in the first place. The final installment in the Burger King trilogy is Sneak King, a stealth-based game that places players in the shoes of the iconic Burger King mascot. Released in November of 2006, Sneak King aimed to blend elements of stealth gameplay with the whimsical world of fast food. The game's premise revolves around the Burger King character looking like a serial killer, while hiding in garbage cans watching unsuspecting people walk by. When the coast is clear, you quietly get out of hiding, sneak up behind them, and present a Burger King sandwich to them while doing a little dance. The game alleges that if they see the king approaching them, they'll instantly lose their appetite, so you need to be clandestine. This has to be one of the strangest takes on the stealth genre in all of gaming history. I think the devs knew how absurd this game is too, as the title screen plays up on how terrifying this site would actually be in reality. If you own an Xbox, I think this is a hilarious addition to your collection, and it can still be found at very reasonable prices online. I'd also like to take a moment to mention a man named Leroy Patterson, who is famous for collecting as many copies of Sneak King as he can get his hands on, and as of January 2023, claims to own over 4,000 copies. This guy is truly living his best life. The game's quirky premise and unconventional mechanics garnered mixed reviews from critics. Some praised its lighthearted approach and unique concept, while others found the gameplay repetitive and lacking depth. Despite its divisive reception, Sneak King stands as a testament to the creativity that can arise when two seemingly unrelated worlds collide, even if it is somewhat disturbing. While the Burger King Trilogy was not met with critical acclaim, it left a mark on gaming history, sparking discussions about the intersection of marketing and video games. The game's impressively low price point, coupled with their availability through Burger King restaurants, made them accessible to a wide audience. Despite their shortcomings, the Burger King games demonstrated that video games could serve as effective marketing tools, reaching consumers in novel and engaging ways. The trilogy also highlighted the potential risks associated with brand tie-ins in the gaming industry. While the games generated buzz and curiosity initially, their quality and longevity were inevitably questioned. The novelty of playing as the Burger King mascot or engaging in bumper car races with a fast food twist wore off quickly for most players, leading to the games being largely forgotten in the annals of history. The Burger King trilogy for 360 stands as a fascinating chapter in the history of video game marketing. In their attempt to blend fast food with gaming, Burger King and Blitz Games created a unique and unconventional gaming experience. Sneak King with its stealthy burger deliveries, Big Bumpin featuring whimsical bumper car battles, and Pocket Bike Racer offering fast-paced kart racing action, collectively formed a trilogy that aimed to capture the imaginations of gamers and fast food enthusiasts alike. Aimed to do so. Not necessarily achieved it, but you know, they were $4 a piece. What do you want? I mean, it's pretty amazing. I kind of wish that kind of thing would happen again, but here we are in the digital age, and we're just going to get like Monster Energy drinks in Death Stranding or something like that. So like, I don't know. It's one of those things, those parts of history that is unique to, you know, a couple decades ago, and I really doubt that it's going to come back, unfortunately. While the Burger King games may not have achieved their lasting impact of some of their gaming contemporaries, they remain a noteworthy example of the experimentation and innovation that can arise when different industries collaborate. As the gaming landscape continues to evolve, the Burger King Trilogy serves as a reminder that the boundaries between entertainment, marketing, and everyday life are ever shifting, creating opportunities for unexpected and intriguing crossovers in the world of interactive media. As always, I'd love to hear what you think. Did you own or play the Burger King games back when they were new? Does Sneak King haunt your dreams each night? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and when I do, I'm going to do a game room tour you won't want to miss. Until next time, thanks for watching.